Alright everybody, this is a video about DR power mower. Just picked this one up secondhand, so I don't know the exact model, but I can give you some specs on it so you have an idea what we're looking at here. This is a 17 horsepower Kawasaki. They haven't offered this one for several years, I don't believe. And I know it's a big one because it's got a 30-inch deck on it. At least the blade measures about 30 inches, the deck itself a little bit bigger. So it's definitely one of their pro models. Quick look at the control panel here also shares with you that we've got wheel locking differential. Electric start, obviously. Very happy with it so far. The guy who owned it before me attached a hitch here. He also had the blade, the push blade with it. So very happy with it so far. Today I'm going to be tackling this. I haven't even owned this just over 24 hours. And I'll show you kind of what I've done so far. This was much lighter before, but I used to have a circular driveway here. There's gravel. And over the years it's accumulated tons of saplings and sticker bushes. So this part wasn't nearly as bad as down there. So I was just kind of getting my toes wet with it. And this is what we'll be tackling. I'm guessing the stuff down there is probably 6 foot or taller, and it's encroaching in. If you can see down there where those tree branches come across, there's actually, that's the other side of the public road. So between here and there is where I'm going. What I'll do is I'll do a couple passes through, give you an idea of how it does, and then video, and you can see the progress it's making. And I'll try and keep track of time as I'm going here. So far I can tell you that it definitely is a workout, but it's way easier than trying to weed eat or machete through this stuff, which is what I've done in the past to try and keep up with it. So okay, so it was about 20 minutes, and I'm a little winded. Not too bad. It could keep going, obviously. Bugs are loving it, of course. So that is down and back, down and back. 2 runs through there. The first one obviously takes a little longer. Had to try and find the path of where the actual road is. Up there where the DR is sitting, you've got to drop off to the right and to the left. Ran into an old fence post and a line here, which caused the the engine to stop, or yeah, both the blade stop the engine. You can see on there's a little bit of fray on there from where it hit. Obviously the blade looks fine. You know, the thing's, I don't think it's ever been replaced, and it looks great. So that little bit of stop didn't cause any trouble. So from here, I'd say that the DR handlebars are probably 36 inches. They're about my waist height. So that gives you an idea of the size of the stuff I was going through up there, height-wise. Mostly just sticker bushes. And we'll walk down here. I'm really happy with the way it kind of cleans up the area as well. It's obviously not finished mower, but I'm hoping to pick one of those up. You know, those are inch saplings. Tore through those pretty easy. Mower's really quiet until you start going through some heavier stuff, and then of course you get the brush breaking. I did see a stump. Here we go. There's a stump that I had hit, and there's a glove just to give you, you know, that's a good fist size of a stump that I went through. Smaller branches on it, obviously, but walked right through it. And then I am not quite 6 foot tall, and this stuff's, you know, quite a bit taller than me. Some notes on the DR. It's got a operator handle here, so if you're not standing here pushing down on this, the engine will stop unless you have it in neutral and you have the blade disengaged. So I kept turning it off every time I'd need to you know, pull the cord out or move some blackberry bushes or walk away to do the video. But then I realized if you have it in neutral and you have the blade disengaged, it'll keep running, which obviously that'll save on the starter. And the battery. Obviously it's not going to get some of these ones that, you know, that bush is way back there, so those are going to kiss me long before I get to the base of them. So it might be handy to have some hand pruners to kind of take down some of these, and otherwise just dress appropriately. Then as far as the DR goes, you know, I had started out on this line down here trying to go straight. We've got a drop off on this side, and it's just built up gravel. So I wanted to, you know, in your mind, you're mowing a lawn in a sense, and you go down and then you turn around and come back and overlap that line a little bit. But sometimes that's just not possible. The DR is always wanting to go downhill, and so every time I'd get over the ridge there, it would want to go downhill. And then also once it gets kind of snagged on the bar with sticker bushes, they're of course are going to pull you whichever way they're planted. So I decided, you know, it might be more efficient to start making a couple pass through, and then on my way back start eating the stuff up a little more. So gonna get back to it. Taking a quick little break from it here. What I've started doing is I came down here to the bottom and so basically driving it up and then turning it in, taking it up as far as the handlebars will go, figuring that that's a good start on this project. Thinking in another week a lot of this stuff might be dead, and then I left it in here just to kind of show you. It drives its way in all the way like that easily. Sticker bushes get caught on there and it stops it. What I'm doing is reverse to get out, and about third gear driving it in is pretty good pace. And then I also wanted to show you what it sounds like when it's idling. So that's it at idle. That's it, you know, kind of a low run. You can kick it up higher if you need to. But yeah, so far loving it. I'm guessing right now, including all the video time, I haven't even been out here a half hour, and you've seen what I've got done. Okay, so I've been out here for about 45 minutes. Total, including the time I've taken to stop and video. And I know this is your guys' first time really from seeing it like this across the road. But to give you an idea what it looked like, over here, if you look down here in the ditch, the road still actually comes over to here and curves in. So I've got that much more left to do on this side, but like I said, I think what I'll do is wait a couple weeks and come back to here. There's plenty of other stuff to do on the property, see how much of it has died in that time, and then, you know, there's always going to be handwork. Come out here with the lobbers or a hand pruner and finish it off. You know, if any of you are discouraged about one of these because it's not getting everything perfect straight like a hedge, you know, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You get a tractor out here, there's still going to be handwork. There's still going to be stragglers left behind. But I can't tell you how pleased I am with the performance of this. So I'm going to catch my breath here real quick, and then I've also got this property over here, and I'd guess that grass is about 5 feet tall in the tall places. Lots of logs have fallen because I just haven't had a lot of time over the last 10 years to kind of keep it cleaned up. So there's going to be sticks and stuff in there. Probably take me a little while, but I do want to see how it's going to do over there. And then the county came through after some heavy flooding last winter, cleaned out this ditch and put some rock in it, and hydro seeded it, and the grass here on the left side is coming up real nice. And we walk here daily, and so it's nice to kind of look down in the creek, see the pollywogs and stuff. So I think what I'll do also is give a little try on the length of the ditch here that they redid and see how it looks as far as finish mowing. It's definitely not a finish mower, but still want to kind of see how it'll do. Okay, well, that was pretty quick. I'd say that took me about 3 minutes. This thing goes at just a medium walking pace. Could be faster, could be slower. I wish it was faster, but when I did try to go faster, it also was having trouble bogging down. When I was trying to cut on this side, it sucked me down into the ditch, so I thought, well, let's see how it does down in there. And that's just basically a dry swamp, so pretty poor traction. And she was bogging down a little bit, but you know, that part of it's never been mowed. So went back up on and just drove on the driveway. Came back. You can see there's a little bit of an edge left because The the blade and the edge of the tire match up, and if she goes down there, it's just not going to be as fun to pull it up as it is to not go down there at all. But you know, as far as maintaining this, it'll definitely make it keep it a little nicer for us to enjoy it. So now out to the field, see how she does. Okay, for those of you still sitting through this, thought about breaking it up into a couple videos, but I know if you get bored, you'll just drop out, go find something else. So here's the original path here, kind of performing as I expected. This field, I've lived here 11 years. I doubt it's been mowed conservatively in the last 30 years, and maybe even, you know, as long as 50. It's just an old farmstead that was split into different parcels. So brought her in here to the trees, and I think this is above and beyond their advertising. For instance, I went over that pretty good sized log, you know, bit into some over here. It's going this way, and I remembered on the side of the ditch is that big log. This gives you a good idea of what it's like in the trees. And then, just so that I actually made a little progress today, I did clear out some stuff in here. Does pretty good. I did run into one tree that I didn't get over, so I'd say that's a 12-incher. All right, almost out of memory on my camera here, so that's going through about 5 foot tall of grass. It's a lot of work, especially sticker bushes in there dragging you around. But I'd say for sure that's my crowning achievement over there. This thing is well worth its money. So heavily recommend. I'll see about getting some more videos on here about it.